Senator Byron Donalds is yet again back on the hot seat with foundational Black Americans for his recreational raccooning.
Damn.
Byron Donalds is an American politician serving as the U.S. Representative for Florida's 19th Congressional District since 2021. A member of the Republican Party, he served in the Florida House of Representatives from 2016 to 2020. His congressional district includes much of Southwest Florida. My first introduction to Byron Donalds was hearing how he didn't support reparations because his mama wouldn't get it.
My mother's Jamaican. My father's Panamanian. You have a lot of Black people in this country who are not descendants of the American slave trade. So I already know off top, there's a lot of Black people in America who aren't going to be able to get that kind of benefit.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
Or get reparations.
Well, most people who are for reparations, they feel like it should go to what they call foundational Black Americans anyway.
And I agree with that point. But I'm just saying, I'm just laying out, these are the reasons for why I'm no.
Now, apparently, him not agreeing because his mom wouldn't get reparations isn't the only reason why he doesn't agree with reparations. The other reason he doesn't agree with reparations is because simply, he says it would take away from the everyday taxpayer who literally had nothing to do with slavery.
Listen, I'm gonna be direct with you. I don't believe in reparations, I don't.
Well, then you don't believe in the Black community. That's bad.
I will tell you, brother, in the hat with the glasses on, that's not true. What I will tell you is that there's a question if you're gonna get into the full economics of reparations right now. Question number one, of all Black people in the country, how many of them are actually descendants of slaves? Because you've had a lot of immigration over the last 100 years in America. Of American slavery. There was slavery in the Caribbean. The one brother came up, he said that he's first generation, the brother in the Kango, because his parents came from Jamaica. My grandmother is from Jamaica, so my grandmother's Jamaican. I know exactly what you're talking about. My mother was born in the United States. I'm born in the United States. So this is a fundamental question. You a Black man, I'm a Black man. Am I eligible for reparations right now? I would say the answer is no, I'm not. Because my family is from Jamaica. My father's Panamanian. His grandparents were born in Panama. My father immigrated to the United States. So does that make me eligible? So you gotta go through all of that. That's step one. Step number two, slavery under federal law was ended in 1865. The Jim Crow era ended, obviously, with the 64 Civil Rights Act, the 65 Voting Rights, etc. The fundamental question is, you've now had 3 generations of Black people come up in the United States. As a Black kid today, does he get reparations? Third question. Hold on now. Third question. You got a lot of other people in the United States. Asians, are they responsible for the cost of the slave trade? No, because they're of Asian descent. People of Indian descent. People who are Hispanic in the United States, the largest growing population in the United States. And of course, the dominant population is still the white population. But even in that, it's not just Southern whites that were plantation owners from their grandfathers. So if you're gonna talk about reparations today, what you're talking about is taking money from other Americans, which quite rightly, the pain and the toil that did happen in America through slavery, through Jim Crow, but now you're asking Americans today and in the future to pay that bill. Is it that bill? Is it their bill, Americans today, to pay? I'll ask you a slightly different question. It's not reparations. It's about Joe Biden's student loan bailout. And I'm not going off, but it's a comparison point.
Now, if you ask me, that is literally one of the most ridiculous arguments to a counterclaim as far as foundational Black Americans getting reparations for what us and our ancestors was put through. Last time I checked, slavery was a federalized thing that the United States government was in control over. So it's not the everyday taxpayer that has to pay, it's the US government. And for the simple fact, in a weird ass argument, and if you ask me, downright ridiculous argument of, I shouldn't have to pay because I had nothing to do with it. Us as Black Americans had nothing to do with the Trail of Tears and what these Caucasians did to these so-called Native Americans. But yet we still pay reparations. Yet them casinos are still up though. We had nothing to do with the Holocaust and these small hats and what's going on with them, but yet we pay these small hats. But guess what? The sky isn't falling. So why does it always have to be a thing of the sky is falling when it comes to foundational Black Americans speaking on reparations, as if it's not justified? And what blows my mind is the people that come to this country that's against reparations, like it's gonna take from you. Literally like it's gonna take from you. Us getting reparations will start the ball rolling to accountability globally. Somebody has to get it first.
Now, wait a minute. I started this barbecue shit. Let's lift the motherfucking thing back. Wait.
But because you didn't put the work in, you don't understand the plight. And that's literally the difference between tethering and being a writer. You not coming over here and joining the right side of history. You coming over here undermining us. Y'all literally speaking just like white supremacists to get on their side as if they're not the ones who destroying your homeland that got you over here in the first place. Now, if you ask me, delineation is a must. What we need to do is get all of these tether-ass representatives who don't speak for us but have the most to say about reparations. We don't care about what these Caucasians using you as a front screen to be like, oh, I didn't say it, he said it. He's one of you. No, they're not. No, they are not. We checking paperwork at the door. Let's just be straight up and frank with that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not choosing no party. I don't care about Democrat. I don't care about Republican. I care about black people. I'm actually registered as an independent. So I'm gonna swing whichever way I wanna swing. I'm going for policy. I don't care about party. Y'all can do that left wing, right wing, same bird. We not playing them games around here. And my thing is, to have the position that you're in, to say the things you say, it just blows my mind. And I'm literally flabbergasted at the level of bullshit that comes out of y'all mouths. This is one of the main reasons a lot of people do not believe in politics. My whole thing is this. Your mom wasn't here going through Jim Crow. Your mom didn't go through slavery. Your mom didn't go through redlining. Your mom didn't go through lynching. Your mom didn't go through firebombing of her neighborhoods, whole neighborhood destruction. You come to a place that we allow for you to be comfortable in after we done put literally blood, sweat, and tears. What does us getting reparations and getting retribution for what our ancestors and what us literally went through has to do with you? We don't be all up in y'all countries, undermining the people's plight and they issues, going against what you going through. When we pull up to your country, we spending money, if not helping y'all make money. And we damn sure not getting into politics, running against y'all and going against y'all main issues that you have with the government. Because at the end of the day, everybody has a quarrel with the government. There's no government whose people don't have a quarrel with them. And it just is what it is. It's called checks and balances. Sometimes we gotta get things straight. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of straight. But one thing we not gonna do as black Americans is pull up to your spot and get to stepping on all y'all toes. Because at the end of the day, we don't care. Why should we care about what's happening to you when we so invested and involved with what's happening with us? We got enough on our plate. Y'all literally are so jealous that it blows my mind. The things that you would do and the lengths that you would go to get some quote unquote get back. When at the end of the day, you're losing. Y'all mess with these white supremacists, don't forget, they break their tools. Once they're done with you, they will wipe the floor with you, literally, and go get another one. One more thing before I get up out of here. All this bogus ass cooning for Kirk.
Our movement has been defined by two fighters. The first is the 47th president of the United States, Donald Trump. He is a FAFO fighter. That's him. That's who he is. And God bless him, that's what our movement needs. But the other fighter that has defined our movement is Charlie Kirk. I remember after his assassination, like everybody else, I'm trying to figure out how to get my mind in order, how to get my emotions in order. And what came to my mind and what came to my spirit was the verse that defined the other fighter of our movement, Charlie Kirk. And that's found in 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline. You see, Charlie was a fighter who wore the armor of God. He was a fighter that tried to embrace those even when they disagreed with him, even when they vehemently disagreed with him, when they disrespected him. He still tried to find some scintilla of a common ground to reach those hearts, to reach those minds. In part, that is what has built Turning Point USA. Because the young people in this room, from whatever high school you come from, whatever college you attend, the conservative movement was not speaking to you until Charlie Kirk came along.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Hey, bruh, We ain't got time for all that foolishness. We know just how that weird ass man was talking to us.
I live like a capitalist every single day, Shank. I live as a capitalist, okay? I live what I believe. No. What do? I get charity every single year.
Crime, like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Because of DEI, it begs the question, when you see a black pilot, you wonder, you say, I hope they are qualified. If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? It almost creates thought patterns that are not necessarily. No one really cares when it's HR managers. No one cared when it was, just kind of paper shufflers or even engineers. But now when it's like, wait, hold on a second. You're going to remove my appendix and you're a black lesbian.
Cracker ass, cracker.
We owe him no apology. We owe him no remorse. We owe him no guilt. Anybody that speaks the way these people speak needs to be excommunicated immediately. Pan-Africanism, pan-scamism, all the isms we're done with. Anybody that has a legitimate rebuttal, I'm all ears. Go on and put it in the comments. Say what you feel me? It really don't do me no different. But one thing for sure, as foundational Black Americans, is done. We're moving forward. Delineation is here. Delineation today, delineation tomorrow, delineation forever. I love foundational Black Americans because I am foundational Black American. Straight up, just like that. I don't care how you feel. I rocks with mines and no other kind. I'm out of here.